Success is not a coincidence. It is the result of hard work. Every effort you take is paving the way for your future.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I should thank Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful, Senator me and you meet here today in good health condition. My name is Abdullah Hadi Rashid. I'm the member from group number 54. I'm here to discuss our question concerned with introduction to the use of SUSA library service for teacher trainees. Before looking with the uses of SUSA library service for teacher trainees, we're likely to look the definition of library service and services from locating in the library. So, as you hear the word library, or as usually you go to library to study, anyone who knows the meaning of library, I mean one person can stand and try the meaning of library.
Refer to the assistance and resources provided by the library, help to find the information and details accessible information in the library.
Good for the driver, clap for her. Anyone else?
Okay, this library is a place that the book of information and other material are collected and made available for the people to use, reading or study and talk together.
Love for him. As you hear, all is the definition of library. But summarize, library is the place where books, information, and other materials are gathered and available for people to use, read, study, and take notes. So, lesson continues and library service. Anyone who can try the meaning of library service? I need one person to stand up and try it. Okay, I summarize the library service in shortly are services getting or found in library, in short definition. But another definition, library service is a service provided in a library to help users find, access, and use information effectively. Are you with me? Yes. So let's continue on examine the example of services found in libraries. Anyone who can tell us the services found in library? As we know, in the library there are a lot of services found in the library, such as lending books, references, digital sources, user guidance, and internet access. So let us move directly in our topic to examine the use of library service for teacher trainees. I mean, in a school around there is a library or near with it. As one among the beneficiaries from that library, just I mean you are going to take notes, take information and other materials. Have you understood by, or have you noticed there is any uses of library services? If you are one among them benefited from that library, as yes, you can mention it, or you can tell us, write and tell us the uses of library services. Anyone can try. Stand up.
Access for learning material, example, textbook, and other.
Clap for. Another one. Yes.
Incorrect independent learning.
Clap for. What we just mentioned is clear, but let us to underline more explanation on those uses or others. So first point is access for learning material. As we know, in the library there is a lot of materials found there. So those materials are accessible in libraries. So if you need materials just to read or to find information, just you can go to libraries for searching materials. For instance, there is textbooks, journals, and research papers, encyclopedia, and different materials gathered there. So another point is support effective teaching practice. In the library, as a teacher trainees, for instance, you want to teach your classroom. So you can go to libraries to find teaching aids, curriculum guides, and assessment techniques, or on how to prepare a lesson plan format. For teacher trainees, before you go in a classroom for session, it's better to go to library as uses to find teaching aids. Teaching aids it makes students, when you are going to teach, better and motivated on what you are going to learn. For instance, teaching aids may be charts, maps, or diagram. For instance, you can use human digestive system as a diagram to show your students while you are going to teach. So it may build their motivation to those students, and it can build their performance of your students. So let's look, another point is encourage independent learning. Encourage independent learning. For instance, the variety of books found in the library, so services found there are the different uses. When you go yourself to study, it's develop self-study habits. On how to develop self-study habits, because frequently when you are going to libraries for reading yourself, your study habit is developing from low level to high level. Also, you can be a lifelong learning skills because you are frequently going to library to just to study or find other materials. Let's continue in another uses of library service. Improve research skills. For instance, you are on research just to conduct it, or you have a research topic that you're going to discuss or to teach in your classroom session. Just if you go to the library, as you know, library there are a lot of information. There is a research paper, there is a research topics or subject matter concerned with research topics. So if you have on researches, just you can get to library, or you can go to library to find materials concerned with research skills. So libraries information teach you on how to find, on how to search, on how to evaluate, and how to project your work in order to improve your skills based on research. And finalize to get your research is clear and developed from low to high. So another point about the uses of library service is develop information digitally. So as we know, in the library there is internet access. And in teacher trainees must integrate ICT information or ICT tools in learning activities. So it's better to go in library for online database search digital resources, or you can get different papers through online, you can search online, or you can summarize, or you can find any means of such paper that related to your teacher trainees in the classroom for better motivation of your student. Another point is access to update and new diverse. So, as we know, there is a current educational trends and the only educational. So, only education is differently from current education. There is some sort that are absent in the local education, but in the current educational trends is provided. So if there is an addition of new books, for instance, some books are provided in first edition, second, third, and other. So you have only books related to first edition, and there is a new books, for instance, it can be fourth edition. So if you got that book, you must to go to libraries to find these books, and it guides you on getting more information about you are going to teach as teacher trainees. Also, current education trends, there is a lot of information concerned with current educational trends from local. And another point that is, final point, the use of the promotes discipline and academic ethics. So to be a teacher or to be a teacher trainees in your class must to be discipline, responsibility, and academic honesty. On how promote discipline and academic ethics, if you go to libraries to search different things, is promote you to be a academic honesty. So there is, for instance, when you want to write assignment or presentation or just your own things that you want to write, must be to cite those authors concerned with material that you get. So material that you get in the libraries must be to be cited clearly to avoid plagiarism, or we can say to be an academic honesty. For concluding, library service play a vital role in the academic and the professional growth of teachers trainees. By using library resources effectively, teacher trainees gain knowledge and research skills, discipline, and in teaching competence necessary for quality education. Through library services, it can build our own confidence, it can build our teachers' practice methods and competence-based curriculum, and all activities related in teaching just in a classroom have ability to do effectively, then it have ability to do effectively. Further, here is our end of presentation. Thanks for
summarizing our question. So our question was to explain the importance of the library service for the teacher training, especially here in the State University of the Zambia. So you have to understand that library is a heart of academic resource. It plays a crucial role to promoting the students' skills, searching for the new resources and the others. So you have to learn it through the library, because the library is a best way for the student to acquire the knowledge. You get it? So some people using AI, but AI is not really or not officially to learning for the student. So thank you very much.
Believe in your dreams and fight for them. Even when facing difficulties, you must face them with courage. Keep taking action and maintain a positive mindset. Your perseverance will lead you to a brilliant tomorrow.